What is going on? Oh, hello.
Hold on. I know you're probably gonna say something about the lighting, but the problem is I'm eating. I don't want to turn on a light because this freaking light's not deciding not to fucking work for me. So I'm being in the dark for a little bit. But what's up?
But yeah, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 26 of the All-Star Sports Show. Should be gonna be an easy doozy one. As we are officially into week 2 of the NFL season. But first thing first, I need to address the elephant in the room. Bears fans, y'all gotta learn when to shut the fuck up, because I'm not gonna, and I even put this a post on my Twitter page. Look, I have the right to criticize, because from what I saw in week 1, which we'll get to the recaps in just a bit. Like, me and Tara have the right to talk about it because that's our job as content creators.
In the room, go. Sorry.
But still, like truth hurts. I mean, there are some problems that not just myself, even our buddy Goy, who's a longtime Bears fan, will tell you the same fucking thing.
Hold on, let me make this a little bit better here.
You're good, bro.
There we go. But yeah, the whole and it's not. I'm not gonna generalize things and say it's every Bears fan that did this. But it was just one Bears fan that did it, and it pissed my buddy off, pissed me off. Get out of the trash. Sorry, the dog is in the trash. But like I was saying, it's not every Bears fan. It was one Bears fan. I'm not gonna single out who it was, but you're telling us to shut up about criticizing a team that, for one, crumbled in the second half. The defense crumbled, the offensive line crumbled, the quarterback crumbled, the entire team crumbled. And even, too, somebody picked up on it as well. Special teams crumbled at the end, too. Because the right move with special teams is they would kick it just short of the landing zone. And if you don't know, it's a new thing. They have what they call the landing zone. I think it starts at the 30 and ends in the end zone. It's called the landing zone. If you kick it and it lands short of the landing zone, the clock stops. But you kick it, but the kicker kicked it in the end zone. The guy caught it, and of course he was going to run it out because there was 2 minutes left, and him running it out would take a lot of time off the clock. The Bears did not have the ball back until 10 seconds left in the game because of it.
Boy, and yeah, that's.
But for people to say, "Oh, we need to shut up about," we need to shut up when it comes to criticizing a football team that deserves some criticism after the week 1 loss. How about you shut up and quit complaining that we're complaining about this team? Yeah, I know we're Eagles fans. We shouldn't be complaining. Like, you're thinking, oh, we shouldn't be complaining about, the Bears when we're Eagles fans. We can criticize who we want when we want. We're not doing it to hate. We're not doing it to hate.
And I was going to say this too. Like, I even said this in the group chat too. I want nothing but for the best for the Bears. The problem is, if you're going to continue to have shit like that, it's going to be a rough one. But anyways, I mean, like I said, basically how we usually recap, which we hardly ever do. Like I said, we'll talk about it, because some of these games in week 1, Jesus Christ, it was a mixed bag of shit.
I'm going to say this right now. The Eagles game damn near gave me a fucking heart attack.
And also got the justified crash out.
Crashed out. Dude, The main reason of the crash out was
Yeah, Jalen.
Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter was the main culprit of me crashing the hell out on stream. And the defense not doing their damn job in that first half. But by the second half, I calmed down.
And then Mother Nature had to get involved.
Mother Nature fucked us over on stream. We had a mercy rule to stream because Mother Nature decided, I'm going to, delay the game until 11:15, 11:30 at night. Game wasn't over till 12, 1 o'clock that night.
Dude, I didn't go to bed till after 11:30. So it's
I stayed up and watched it. I think the game was over by 12:30. I think it wasn't 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock like we thought. I think we were exaggerating.
And the crazy thing is too, I expected to be close, but at the same time, I also expected freaking Dak to carve us up like he normally does.
I didn't expect it to be close. Let's be honest, because last year we put BTA on them. We could have done it again.
True, but I mean, look, wins.
I get it. New roster, kind of new roster. We have to gel and stuff like that. So I understand why you think.
And plus, too, and had Carter, and we talked about this too. Had Carter not got suspended, I think the defense would have been a little bit would have played a lot better than what we saw.
There would be a pass rush. There would have been a pass rush.
But either way, it's like I said, I even said it too. I don't know what stream it was. In the NFL, there's no such thing as a pretty win. We've seen some ugly wins. We've seen some BTAs, or just straight up fucking defensive games. Because good God, I hate those.
Again, let me preface this right now. The one fucking Super Bowl where it ended 13-7.
Yeah.
Rams and Patriots. I'm like, this game
is your Super Bowl. I'm thinking myself, this is your Super Bowl matchup, and oh my!
By the end of the game, I was like, the only thing that was entertaining was halftime, and that wasn't even that entertaining because it was Maroon 5, and the only thing that really fucking happened was fucking the lead singer took his shirt off.
Yeah, and keeping with the week,
I don't care. The whole thing was boring.
And compared to what I said about the week one, we had some good games. We had some interesting games. We had some games that give you what the fuck. Perfect example: Colts and Dolphins. What the fuck?
And this is what makes me so pissed off about Mike McDaniel as a head coach, and we'll get to the list
because
of head coaches that deserve to go because he is on my list.
You ain't kidding.
The fact that he said what he said at the press conference after, basically shrugging off the loss. We lost. Whatever.
First of all, you don't like any head coach, especially if you're say if it's a winning head coach. Oh no, they will say no. We got to get better at that. Whereas Mike McDaniel's, it's like.
Here's the difference between our head coach and him. Mike McDaniel does not take accountability.
No.
Nick Sirianni takes some goddamn accountability. And he says, we got to be better. Mike McDaniel did not say one time in that press conference, we got to get better.
And it's not just him, too. You can tell the players don't really want to fucking play for the man anyways.
Here's my thing. Here's my problem with Mike McDaniel. And right after this, we'll get to the coaching list
and that was a perfect segue into that.
All right, but I'm gonna start with my number 5 because we already have started talking about him, and that is Mr. Mike McDaniel.
Okay, you have him at 5.
I have him at goddamn screen. Whatever. I'm turning my screen off. But the thing with Mike McDaniel for me is the fact that he is too laid back. He's too, for me, he kind of reminds me of a fucking stoner.
Yeah, he's too relaxed.
He's too relaxed. He reminds me of a stoner. He's too damn relaxed. He's too chill. He's chill with his players. He's buddy to his players, which is an issue.
Yeah.
And like, and this is why I have him at number 5 is because, you know, and we'll go back to the other games as well because we need to do the rest of the games for recaps. But the reason why I have him at number 5 is that he's too buddy with his fucking players. You know, he almost fucking killed Tua
I
that
mean,
one time, which pissed me off.
I say more than one occasion.
More
Let's.
than one fucking occasion. Last year he did the same shit.
I mean, shit, the dude got fucking concussed 4 times. Not to mention the fact, was it a couple years ago that they let him allowed to play Thursday Night Football and almost got himself killed?
Here's my thing. That's what pissed me off about that season. He got injured. He got concussed on a Sunday. Usually, concussions heal within 5 days, possibly 7 if it's a major concussion. He played Tua 4 days fucking later. 4 fucking days later.
And now we saw
the man's not even healed from a concussion.
And this is why the NFL was pissed and changed what we noticed now for the concussion protocol.
Like,
because
why the hell do you think the league this year upped their concussion protocol from okay, you can play him within that week to you gotta wait 14 fucking days now.
Well, and also too, it also depends too, like I think it's usually a week, but I think after that week, if you don't experience symptoms, that automatically can get cleared.
Yeah, they test you. And like sometimes if you're not cleared that week, you have another week to go. Really?
Oh yeah.
Stop messing with the cat. Damn near fucking sorry, I'm yelling at the dog again, but the thing is like you gotta like it's like now you have to wait a week to 14 days now. If you're not cleared the first week, you get the second week to try to recoup. They won't let you play if you're not healthy.
You're not wrong.
And this is because of Mike McDaniel.
At the same time, you can also blame this on the GM because they don't. First,
the GM let it happen too, so the GM is at fault too.
And the fact it's like you took all the. And the funny thing is too, I've heard this a lot from Dolphins fans. It's like, yeah, Mike McDaniel should be the number one guy gone, but Chris Greer's another one too. Like the dude's been there for almost 20 years and hasn't shown shit.
They have not been. Put it this way, they have not been to the at least the AFC Championship since '99.
And the last time they ever won a playoff game was 24 years ago, or not make it 25.
Go lay down.
It's been 25 years since the last time the Dolphins won a playoff game.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and by the way, that was the AFC title game against the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, and the thing is though, it's like you have not won a playoff game since Dan Marino in his final year in '99.
Yeah, exactly. Like
you have not won since then. Like, are you kidding me? Like, the GM has been there since fucking the last days of Marino, and you haven't done shit.
That should tell you where the state of mind. Because I've always, look, the state of with the way that Miami is in terms of their sports, I don't think that's not a sports city. You got the Marlins, who, God forbid, nobody gives a shit.
I feel like with the Marlins, like again, they give up too easy. They get a good roster. They get a good roster. They make the playoffs. They blow it up.
It's
like they give up too easy. But with the Dolphins,
it's just
constant pain.
It's just basically they're, to put it this way, they're like a literal definition of insanity. Trying to do the same, trying to expect the same.
Exactly. And the thing is, though, there should have been real change when they drafted Tua. There should have been real damn change when they got a new head coach. I think from day one, people were really skeptical of Mike McDaniel. They're like, "Yo, this man is too chill."
Even I want me and Tucker.
I thought it was too. I'm like, this dude is too buddy right now. Like, I don't understand. Like, you You can be a chill head coach, but also be a good coach to where you put your foot down, saying these guys need to be better.
100%.
We need some account. Like, look at Nick Sirianni. He's chill, but guess what? He
holds his
mans up
players.
when he has to.
Hey, look, if you fuck up, he'll let you know about it.
Dude, he even has a guy as a defensive coordinator for Philly to where Vic Fangio went out and said, I flat out chewed the fuck out of Jalen Carter.
Like I said, Vic's a guy that's a no nonsense. And now I can see why
he had a conversation with Jalen Carter. And the thing is, though, Mike McDaniel does not have that. He doesn't have the staff around him that gives a shit. And he doesn't give a shit. And knowing that buddy with the quarterback probably asked him, yo, can I play? I feel fine. Knowing damn well he has a concussion, and Mike McDaniel said, sure, buddy.
Like, at the same time, too, you got a disgruntled wide receiver in Tyreek Hill, which, by the way, earlier this morning we had reports coming out that has some domestic DV allegations that's coming against him from his estranged wife. And so that also goes into the fucking mix. That's the shit show. That's the Miami Dolphins. It's like,
now you have that. Now you have that situation. It's like for you, where now you're one of your top receivers, who for one doesn't want to play for you anymore. He wants to be traded. So you have trade bullshit to deal with. Now you have to deal with the bullshit that he apparently beat up his girlfriend. Like, now you have to deal with that shitstorm and that's just that whole situation of all this shit.
You're not wrong.
It's just like that whole organization is just a dump. It's a dump.
I mean, at this point, I expected this team to go 1-6. First of all, here's another thing. How'd you let fucking Daniel Jones carve you up for almost 300 yards in the fucking air?
That part is what's baffling about
it. That's like that. That's like I'm thinking
that's the part that's baffling to me, because this guy was a pick machine in New York.
Since coming in
and like Molly girl. Get back in here. Don't be in my room. But back to that whole scenario, it's just the fact that Daniel Jones is just like, he's not that good. So why the hell do you have him carve you up like a Thanksgiving fucking turkey for 300 and some yards? It's just like, yo, what the fuck? And then he scores 33 on your ass. You could only muster 8.
Tyler, remember this too. In that game, Jones went 22 for 29 for 272 yards, averaging almost 10 yards per attempt with 1 touchdown, and got sacked once.
Put it this way, and this is the thing that's baffling to me. You said 10 yards per attempt. You know what that means? That's a first down per attempt.
Yeah, pretty much. That should tell you how bad your fucking defense is.
A first down, dude. A first down per attempt. Like dude. Like that's baffling.
Not to mention this too. After it got so bad, Tua went 14 for 23 for a $114, averaging 5 yards per attempt with 1 touchdown to 2 picks. That's sacked 3 times. And the fact you had Zach Wilson come in for going 5 of 8 for 32 yards and only throwing 4 yards per attempt.
Even Zach Wilson, even though it was a short sample size, should not have gone 5 for 8. And Daniel Jones as well had carved you up.
And that's the thing too. As an offense, rushing ways for Indy, they had 40 carries for 156 yards. That's almost under 4 yards per carry against the Miami Dolphins rush defense. Whereas Miami had 12 carries for 78 yards. Now, yes, they have a higher yards per carry at 6.5.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, dude, I'm baffled by it. Like, you let Daniel Jones just carve you up the entire game. Entire game.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like,
But
dude,
for me, at number 5, I got Sean McDermott because the way that I look at this,
I don't see it. I don't see it. I do not
like
see it.
like I say, he's not like his seat's not fully hot, but it's starting to heat up. To me,
The way that he willed his team back as a coach, the way that he willed his team back from being down 40 to 25 in that
oh
game.
god, yeah, that.
I don't see him being fired. I don't see Sean McDermott as a head coach being fired.
Well,
I just don't see it.
Number two on my list is definitely not going to be a surprise because this should. But yeah, because it's like for me, like I said, it's not about the regular season because Sean McDermott can do a fucking wonder. For me, it's when it really matters the freaking most. Because for whatever reason, McDermott and the Bills can, for whatever reason, can never get over the hump over the Chiefs because now they're 0-4 postseason wise against the Chiefs.
Here's my thing. I feel like the play calling is there. The problem is, I don't think it's Sean McDermott's fault. I feel like Josh Allen does not have the heart to win when it comes to the playoffs.
I mean,
Like
true,
when the lights are shine brightest, he crumbles.
because it's like I think Josh Allen is a great player. I do want to see the Bills have a Super Bowl. And Tyler, you said it best. I mean, if you're going to have a quarterback that does not have the heart to win, always consistently plays hero ball, and let's be real, like it really fucks everything up. Like, and this is why I kind of feel like I've seen Bills fans, kind of had it with either Sean McDermott, and a lot of times too. Sometimes the defense is non-existent at times when it comes to the postseason under Sean McDermott. So that's another problem that I also see as well. But like I said,
the problem with that is I think that's the DC. I think it's the DC that's the problem. I don't think it's Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott is too good of a coach to get fired. For me, my criteria for getting fired is missing the playoffs. That's my criteria. That's why my list is a bit different than yours. That's what you in every sport. You pertain playoff success to be fired. Like, no, I don't see that. If you make the playoffs, you're not getting fired. The problem is that if you have a great roster and the roster isn't performing as well, that's the player issue, not
I mean,
your issue.
like I said, true, but I just have this gut feeling that somehow Sean McDermott's going to be the scapegoat for the of how this because that's where my thinking was because like I like Sean McDermott even though his comments about the tush push you're a fucking hypocrite, but I still hate you for that. But that's neither here nor there. But it's like if this team continues to fail under McDermott and technically if the players can't get the shit done. How much you want to bet that fucking McDermott's going to be the scapegoat for this because of the shit? But anyways,
I in a way I kind of do see it because they don't want to get rid of Josh Allen because of all the success.
Oh, that'd be fucking stupid.
It wouldn't be fucking stupid because, again, you want to draft a guy or have a guy that doesn't crack under pressure in the playoffs like Josh Allen.
You ain't wrong.
I don't give a shit if you won MVP. I don't give a damn if you won MVP. If you don't win a Super Bowl, that shit don't matter.
Yeah, that's pretty much that season pretty much is a failure right there.
It's a fail.
And that's the reason why I had McDermott low on my list because of the players underperforming. That's not saying I just don't see it, but if the players continue to underperform, 9 times it's going to get to the point where it's like the front office is like, okay, maybe we're gonna have to put the blame on somebody. Sean, you're gonna take the brunt of it. I was like, I'm thinking myself that's gonna be fucking dumb. Anyways, Tyler, who do you have at number?
Now my number 4 would have to be the Titans head coach Brian Callahan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You drafted Cam Ward, so he should be the savior of the team. You got some good pieces that you picked up in free agency on that offense. They need to step up. They need to step up. If they don't step up, I really feel like Brian Callahan will be a 2-and-done coach. I really feel that. I feel like he will be a 2-and-done coach for this team. That they got to step it up. They really got to step it up.
Because their week 1 game, they played like shit.
They did. They played
And
awful.
plus, too, like I said, I can't put the blame on Cam Ward because like the fact this is because they rushed they just pretty much threw the rookie into the fire. So I can't really blame for the way that Cam, because first of all, the O line still fucking sucks. Their receivers are constantly dropping balls more than it's like, oh my god. It's
and
like,
the sad part is going in. You know, the receiving core looked like they were going to be good because they got guys who normally catches balls, and they had some O line pieces that normally could block. So I feel like with this, I feel like it is a coaching issue.
For 100%.
Because if you're taking a step back as a coach, like if you're taking a step back as a player, the coaching probably isn't right. So I really feel like if the season doesn't turn around, because I know they had a bad game week 1, they had a horrendous game week 1, but if they don't step it up week 2 through week 18, I'm gonna say this right now: Brian Callahan, pack your bags.
Pretty much, it's like, and I feel bad for Titans fans because it's like over the years, the Titans had some, and it's also crazy too. Like you can definitely tell after they let Derrick Henry walk to Baltimore, that's definitely felt in the running game because Tony Pollard can't hang on to the ball to save his fucking life, and whoever else in the running back room is not great. I mean, the pieces around Cam Ward it's not helping the kid at all. Try to. Because
not in the slightest.
Like how are you supposed to let this? Because it makes no sense, and also that goes on to the front office too. Like you got to figure out, where we fucked up. That's another thing too. But for me, for my number 4, I kind of feel like this is like a no brainer, and that is Brian Daboll of the New York Giants because like
I have him pretty fucking high on my list.
Because yes, like I said, it's a no-brainer because have you seen the Giants? Because the Giants has been this. It's been 4 years. He's been there for 4 seasons, and they only made the playoffs a couple playoff games.
I'm gonna give you something that I've written down in my list, and that's his coaching record. Ever since that one season in 2022 where which is clearly a fucking anomaly because the last 3 years have been shit for them. And his coaching record sits at 9-26 as of Sunday.
Ew.
9-26 as a coach.
Shit, I wonder who's even. I mean, can't be worse than that. I mean, then again, they also have Pat Shermer, Ben McAdoo. Oh my god.
Yeah, Poo McAdoo.
Yeah, that. I don't know why I somehow.
And to think that after during that, and I feel like everybody, including us,
not
as football fans, not Eagles fans, but football fans in general, were made a fool out of by his one anomaly fucking season where he was fucking coaching his ass off.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, if you have a 9-25 coaching record as a head coach, you don't deserve to be a fucking coach.
Like he could be a great coordinator. It really shows that some like offensive minded coordinators just don't make good head coaches. Sometimes you get the
and I'm gonna say this too. While I do believe it's not all his fault because the team isn't constructed great.
Yeah.
Why do you think what do you think signing a washed up Russell Wilson's gonna do? What do you think any part of this offense is gonna do with a piss poor offensive line?
Yeah, and the fact that I've heard Giants fans say put Jackson Arnold, and it's like I'm thinking myself, no, you're gonna get that kid killed,
dude. There's some Giants fans are like, saying if Russell Wilson has another bad game. By week 3, Jackson Dart should be in there. No.
No, not behind this offensive line. No.
Under this offensive line? Hell no. Like, I get it. Jackson Dart would be more mobile. But the problem is,
like, that O-line is just terrible.
He's still going to get fucking hurt.
And that's going to suck because, like, and this also goes back to the fact that John Mara, for whatever reason, and I've heard this from Giants fans too, that I say, which is kind of crazy. Not say crazy to an extent, but I've heard Giants fans say, to yell it from the rooftops for the Mara and the Tisch family to sell the fucking franchise, which I don't blame them. Look, me and Tyler knows prior to, was it 2017 before we turned our shit around? Like, we
were clamoring, and we were wrong for this. We were clamoring for Howie Roseman to get fucking fired.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
Dude, even after 2020, we were clamoring for that motherfucker to get fired.
Oh,
He turns it around. He turns it around every time.
I'm like, yeah. Fuck. I even called for his head when he picked Jalen Hurts. Like, why the fuck do we need a quarterback?
The thing is, though, I didn't call for his head with that. I was questioning that because, the whole thing with because I didn't know how bad it was in the locker room with Carson Wentz, because he had that great 2019 season where he bounced back kind of, from that 2018 not dumpster fire, but kind of like okay-ish season. And he was back to that MVP form, kind of that MVP form. Like, they weren't winning a lot of games. They only won 9 games that year, but he was looking great. Yeah. And he stayed healthy through that entire year. So I'm like, why are we drafting a quarterback? And then you come to find out Carson Wentz was a locker room cancer.
Yeah, and I guess Howie mustn't.
How we saw it. We didn't, because we were, of course, we're not in the locker room. We don't see the shit.
But
he saw it, and then he drafted Jalen.
And kind of obviously it was rough for Hurts in his first season, but
of course it's going to be rough because he's a rookie. And also too, he was working another style that he didn't know.
No, that is true. So
and he also only had one receiver in Devontae Smith.
Oh right, yeah. Ew. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Because we still had Jalen Reagor, who was hot fucking garbage.
And the fact this dude is out of the league.
And also, Arcega Whiteside was still on the fucking team. He couldn't fucking catch.
Yeah, the fact that that man who brings the umbrella because he don't want to get his skin burned. Like, let's be fucking real here. Anyways, but like I said with Dable, it's like, it's like, I can see how the Giants fans are reacting. They want both the Tisch and the Merritt family. First of all, it's been 10 damn years of fucking mediocrity. It's the same. It's going back to. It was going back to it's like trying to compare to the Miami Dolphins, like the literal definition of insanity. They're trying to do different things to expect a different result. The only common denominator minus that fucking anomaly is fucking losing.
Yeah.
And ever since Eli retired, you get like, and I think a lot of football fans could have seen it's like once Eli retires, that entire fucking franchise is going to go fucking down with him.
Yeah, and I know the final couple of years of Eli's career, he wasn't great.
Plus, he was getting older, so
he was old at that point. So everybody regresses at that age when they get older. Happens. Is he one of the Giant greats? Yes, of course. He won them 2 Super Bowls. But the thing is, like, after Eli retired, it was just like.
It's like a quarterback cycle. It's like and that's going back to what we said about the anomaly. Ever since then, when Daniel Jones had that quote unquote career year, and was it 2022?
Jalen Hurts?
No,
Daniel Jones didn't have he had a career year, but he was also kind of carried by Saquon.
And the fact that I was like, oh, we're going to give you a $40 million a year contract. I said, boy, that's going to be a fucking mistake.
We're going to give you $40 million contract, and we're going to dump Saquon to the Philadelphia Eagles. Thank you, Giants.
And also, too, that goes back to the saying, Had that Hard Knocks episode come out, oh boy, that should tell you right there of how that franchise is being
That
owned
fucking
and
GM,
being run.
dude. That freaking GM was praying Saquon didn't leave. He was like, I hope he doesn't go to Philly. I hope he doesn't go to Philly.
And the fact that John Mara himself's like, I'm going to lose sleep if he goes to Philly. Well, motherfucker, that's your fault.
I hope he is losing sleep to this day.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he lost sleep after we won the Super Bowls. Like, well, this is what you get for acting fucking stupid.
Dude, he was probably punching a wall somewhere.
Anyway, but still, it's like, to the Giants fans, we feel sorry for you. We surely fucking do. But Tyler, who do you have at number 3?
Number 3, I have. Hold on, let me go back to my notes here, my notepad. I have what I think is a scapegoat if this happens. Shane Steichen.
Yeah, I can see that.
Shane Steichen, because the failed Anthony Richardson thing, which I don't think was his fault. I think it was more so the GM not knowing how to draft a quarterback. Drafting a quarterback that didn't play a lot of snaps in college. You thrust him to the Wolves year 1, year 2, he crumbles. Now you got Daniel Jones, which I believe they won't win a lot of games because of that, which is also why I think he's a scapegoat. But again, it's like year 3, year 4 for Steichen. If they have a bad record,
he's gone.
He's going to be the scapegoat, and he's going to be gone.
Number 3 for me, and I've harped this for a few years now, and that's Kyle Shanahan.
I see that.
Because I think he's a great offensive mind, don't get me wrong, but what has he shown it for it as the head coach of the Niners? Now, granted, yeah, he has some great Niners teams, don't get me wrong. But at the same point, it really goes back to the thing, like, you had an opportunity to win it in 2020 or is it 2021?
It was 2021, yeah.
Okay, 21, because 2020 was the Bucs and Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a chance to beat them in 21, couldn't get that done. And the fact because
it was also 23.
Yeah, and 23.
Or no, was it 23 or 24?
It was 20. Okay, no, I think it might have been 22.
It was the 23 season.
Yeah, 23 season.
It was the 23 season. They went back and they faced the Chiefs again, and they still couldn't do it.
And what was the common denominator between those two games?
Blown
leads.
But guess what, Rob? I'm going to piggyback off of what you're saying about Kyle Shanahan. He also had the same issue as offensive coordinator for the Falcons.
Oh, boy. And I know Atlanta fans have not lived that shit down.
28-3, ladies and gentlemen.
Because like that Falcons team was a great Falcons team.
They were one run away from winning it all. And he calls a pass, gets the quarterback sacked, gets out of field goal range.
I was like, oh boy, that's at least. I said, well, now here comes the bullshit.
I'm like, oh, here comes the Patriots coming back because the doofus offensive coordinator for the Falcons can't just call one run play to end the game.
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Because
I'm like, dude. And then when he blew the lead in 20, and it was also it was in 2020 as well, Rob. Because it was San Fran and the Chiefs in 2020. Or was it San Fran and the Chiefs? Because Garoppolo was there.
Oh,
Garoppolo was good then, though.
That is true, but
Garoppolo was good.
But 2020 was the Chiefs and Bucs, or was that 2019?
Oh no, that was 2019 into 20. Wait, no, that
was 2020. Yeah.
No, yeah, it was 2021. What the fuck? My brain is lapsing.
Yeah, it was 21.
21. It was Chiefs. It was Chiefs and Niners, and he blew it again. And you're like, they had a 20. I think it was 24-14 lead in the fourth. And they
going to the fourth, and you couldn't get that shit done.
I'm like, oh my fucking God.
It's like, have you not learned from your time with Atlanta?
Like, you did it again. Hold on, let me go charge this phone. It's at 4%.
Oh shit.
All right.
But yeah, it's like, have you not learned from it's like if you're going to be a coach, like you should learn how to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And clearly the fact that he did it, he not to mention he's done this 3 times in the big game.
Exactly.
OC with it. That's like I'm thinking to myself, oh my god. I mean, I would say if I was like, because I do feel like San Fran has given freaking goddamn Shanahan a long enough leash, and they got to realize it was like they can, now. Granted, I can exclude last year because they were hurt, but at the same time, it's like what the fuck are we doing here? And I've seen a lot of complaints about the Niners fans when it comes to Shanahan. That's like you can make all because you can't really do much defend this guy when it comes now regular season. That don't mean anything because he's a wizard when it comes to the regular season. And so the playoffs where I had my major concern.
Exactly.
But Tyler, who's your number 2?
Hold on. I'm trying to get set up.
No, you're good. You're good.
Go. Okay. The door. Hold on. I know it's awkward, but
There you go, bro. You're good. You're good.
let me charge this phone up because it's fucking. And I'm probably gonna use my tablet as well. Hold on. Fucking charge it, motherfucking. I'm also probably gonna use my tablet, so I'll be right back, brother.
All right, man. So while Tyler gets that going, but still, it's like we talked about the Shanahan for a handful of years of what this guy has. I mean, look, he's a good offensive mind. Like I said, you can't take that away from him. But it's getting to I got to the point where it's like, and I've heard this from Niners fans. It's like, like the ultimate goal for the Niners that they wanted to, I think, tie the Steelers for 6 Super Bowls. And right now, it's like, I don't know if it's Shanahan's a problem. I don't know if it's the players. I don't know what it is. But for me, Tyler actually, let me actually get the right border for this shit. But yeah, like Tyler said, it's like this Niners team, no matter how good they truly are, they always find a way to fall short when it really matters the most. And to really see of just how talented this roster can be, but at the same point, that's all I can say on that. So while we're going to take a bit of a commercial break, hold up. Let me see if I can play some of our ads really quick. So it's time for a quick ad break. Have you thought about saving money on tickets, whether it's sporting events, concerts, wrestling events, etc.? Use my promo code Philly Sports at checkout to save $20 off your order. That is PHILLYSPORTS, Philly Sports, to save $20 off. If you're a Twitch streamer, late night gamer, or YouTuber, check out W Energy. It's the perfect pick-me-up for every occasion, so why not try it for yourself? Go to w.gg and use the promo code SportsWrestle10 at checkout to save 10% off your order. Golfers and sports enthusiasts, it's time to take your game to the next level with Shankit Golf. Shop at shankitgolf.com and use promo code SportsWrestle15 to get 15% off your order and free shipping on orders over. If you're a top-tier high school or college athlete, a veteran in the men's league, coaches needing uniforms, or even an enthusiastic little leaguer needing bats, gloves, batting gloves, etc., we've got you covered. Right now, you can give your performance an extra boost by entering the promo code SportsWrestle10 at checkout so you can save 10% off your entire order. And with Tyler, let me get the right border frames for this shit.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to charge my phone. Also busted out the tablet.
But my number 2 on the list is Kevin Stefanski.
Oh, that's
I don't know why you're
interesting.
so confused. I don't know why you're so confused.
That's intriguing.
It's because damn, this light is too damn bright. Shit. We're going through a lot of these issues.
Gang, he's always can't get the.
Can't get my shit straight. But
There we go.
yeah, that light is too damn bright. The big light. But then I'm washed out, which I hate. But whatever.
Yeah.
Now the reason why I chose Kevin Stefanski is because of the whole quarterback situation, but now you have Shedeur Sanders on your roster. If you don't start him, and if you start one of the other shitty quarterbacks, and you have a bad season, it's over.
I mean,
and also as well, the man's only been to the playoffs twice.
And has
once with Baker Mayfield, and once when they got lucky with Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco somehow miraculously had a great season at his old age.
And now and the thing is, you had a franchise quarterback in Baker Mayfield, but and also I don't think Kevin Stefanski is a problem. I do think the front office is an issue because
I think they're part of it. But the problem with Kevin Stefanski is that, like, after, because before the trade of Deshaun Watson, he was good. Deshaun Watson was one of the best, to play. But the problem with, Stefanski is that he made Deshaun Watson technically kind of worse.
Yeah.
The quarterback situation is just now a lot even more messier. Fans don't really, like Watson, not only as a quarterback, but as a person, because he is a shit person.
Yep.
And it's just like that whole thing is messy. I don't think Stefanski's going to be there much longer.
And the thing is, too,
that's why I have him on my list.
And the thing is, too, if you look at the depth chart in terms of the quarterback room, you have Flacco in number QB1, QB2 is Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders is QB3.
My question is why do you have Shedeur at 3? He played out of his mind preseason. He proved to you that he could be a great piece.
For me, I think that's on Andrew Berry, because even Andrew Berry admits that was my call on getting Shedeur.
But again, Shedeur was a good pick. Dylan Gabriel. I think them getting Dylan Gabriel was just them avoiding getting Shedeur.
Yeah, that's
Shedeur. Yeah. For me, I'm with everybody else. Shedeur should not have fallen to that round. He should not have fallen, but he did, and it happened. And it
can't really change the past nowadays.
You can't change it. But the thing is, though, I feel like at worst, Shedeur should be a number 2. He should not be the third guy on a depth chart. Well,
I mean, that's Cleveland for you. The factory of sadness, as one fan puts it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's Cleveland, but that's how I feel. I feel like Kevin Stefanski, he's on his last legs. He's going to be gone. But let's go to your number 1.
Number 2 for me.
Or number 2 for you.
This coach should have been fucking long gone, and that is John Harbaugh of the Baltimore Ravens. What? Okay, and this kind of ties to what I had. No. Really?
Did you see that fucking that graphic that they put on social media?
Yeah, it was like 17 and second half blown leads since most by any since 1991.
That's a fireable offense. Oh my god!
It's like, how do you? okay, this doesn't make any sense to me. You got one of the most talented rosters in all of the NFL and probably in the best division in football in the AFC East. AFC East. No. Sorry, AFC North. I apologize.
AFC North, yeah. They're not in the East or in the North.
But how in the goddamn hell you constantly let your player you were up by 15 with 5 minutes to go, and you let the Bills get that same set 15 and the same 5 minutes. This is why it's hard to take the Baltimore Ravens seriously under John Harbaugh. Like,
do you see how hard I'm face palming about this whole situation right now? I mean, come on. Like, I understand completely why you have my number 2. Completely. Since 1991, you have 17 blown fucking games.
I've never seen a coach completely shit the bed in the second half of games. And it's like, I'm thinking to myself, like, and I looked at that, it's like, this has to be fucking fake as hell.
Like I get Brian Billick was there in the early 2000s. I get that. But under the damn Harbaugh administration, you have 17 blown games since 91.
And yet you have one Super Bowl to show for it, and then all that time.
And the thing is, though, I'm gonna tell you this right now: he inherited a great fucking roster, a great defense that had been there since 2000.
Ray Lewis,
minus
Ed Reed.
minus a few players, because obviously, a few players from that 2000 team wasn't there, but you still had Ray Lewis, who was a part of that first championship in 2000.
Yeah, still had Ed Reed.
Ed Reed wasn't there in 2000.
Oh, that's right.
Ed Reed was I think it was like 06 to 20 whatever, but yeah, you had Ed Reed, who was a great defender. I like that one play. Even Bill Belichick likes this play where it was like him against the Colts, and then he was going this way, but then he saw the quarterback size change and he quickly moved back and picked the ball off. Love that play. But you still you inherited a great defense. Of course, you had Joe Flacco, and in his prime, he was great in his prime. I love Joe Flacco. He was a hometown kid, which I love.
And also another fun fact too, Tyler. I don't know if I ever told you this. He also was a Gloucester City Mustang alumni.
Yeah, you told me that before, and that's why I loved him even more when you told me that shit. Like I think it was like a year ago. You told me that. I'm like, damn, that's cool.
To this day, I still do. Like, it's really hard to not hate the man.
The thing is, though, I was bummed when he didn't make the final roster when he was with the Eagles. I was bummed because he played pretty good in preseason. I thought he would be a really solid number 2 for Jalen Hurts. I really thought he would.
That'd be definitely a great mind to learn from me.
Did not make the final roster. I was like, shit. And then I was bummed. I'm like, damn, really? His hometown team did him dirty? Or the team that he likes, that his hometown usually likes, did him dirty? I'm like, damn. But yeah, I was happy. I was also really happy when he kind of resurged with the Browns that one year. I was super happy for him. Happy for him.
For a guy that was sitting on the couch.
But now we're kind of going on a tangent, but back to Trash Harbaugh. But no, back to Trash Harbaugh. So you inherited a great roster in 2012. Well, not 2012, like when you came in. Yeah, 2012 happened where you won the fucking Super Bowl. But guess what? You almost blew that shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the almost
to the Niners.
God, 2012. Who did they head of it? Was that Alex?
You had Kaepernick. You had Kaepernick. You had, I forgot. I think you had Patrick Willis was still there.
Oh my God.
That was the year. That was also the year that Randy Moss came out of retirement and played for them.
I definitely remember that.
That was the year that Randy Moss. Yeah, that was the year that Randy Moss unretired to play for him.
And so, dude, it didn't look like he lost a step.
Dude, I still think that he shouldn't have retired initially. He should have played a few more years, and he proved it.
But
yeah, you still had Randy Moss playing around that time. I forgot who was on their defense, but yeah, you still had a great roster. The running back who pisses me off that he fucking ghosted us, didn't play for us. He signs with us, and then he says, "Nah, I'm out." Didn't even play a snap.
Frank Gore.
Frank fucking Gore was there. Fuck you, Frank Gore. Fuck you, Frank Gore. Seriously though, I love you, Frank Gore. You're a legend. But yeah,
what's it been now? 17 seasons that Harbaugh's been with the Ravens.
17 seasons he's been there. He won 1 Super Bowl. He's been to the playoffs. Choke artist.
God, I know this may ruffle some feathers, but could you really say like he's the Baltimore's version of Mike Tomlin? In a sense,
no.
But it's like
I think he's more so the Baltimore version of basketball's version of
Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers.
I've seen people on TikTok talk about that. It's like a lot of people
Doc Rivers. He's literally Doc Rivers. 1 championship to show for it, and then he doesn't win another one ever again. And he blows away.
And this also kind of ties in with the Doc Rivers. What did he do in 08? Other than win a champion, he inherited probably one of the best teams ever built.
Dude, he had fucking Garnett. He had Ray Allen. He had Paul Pierce. He had I forgot who else was there, but he had the big fucking 3. He inherited the big fucking 3.
And haven't done shit since then. In a way, it's like you could see the comparison in the NFL terms of what Harbaugh is.
You can see it. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it.
And here's what's another common theme that Doc Rivers also is known for: being first to second round exits. And what did Baltimore do? First to second round exits.
The only time they cracked past the second round was that 1 year where I think it was like Lamar had an MVP season and he willed them to the AFC Championship that 1 year.
Yeah, I think that's when they lost to the Bengals that year.
They lost to the Bengals that year, yeah.
And the Bengals that was in 2020.
No, that was not in 2020.
No, that's
that was in 20. I think that was 21. I
believe that might have been 21 because it was Bengals Titans in 2020.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was either 21 or 23. I'm forgetting what year it was. I don't know if they went against the Bengals or whoever the hell they went against, but they cracked to the AFC Championship game that 1 year. That was it under Lamar. And I'm not going to blame Lamar. Lamar's not the fucking issue. Last year, he passed for 4,000 yards. He's clearly not the issue. It's Harbaugh. So I agree. All right, so my number 1, I already said what my number 1 is because he was like your number 4 or 5, and I explained to you why. The ugly-ass record in New York, that terrible fucking record in New York. He also couldn't do shit since 2022, and that man is Brian Daboll.
Makes sense.
Brian Daboll is my number 1. So who's your number 1?
Mike McDaniels for me is my number 1.
I see it.
Because it's a no-brainer, but at the same time, who's one of the most talked about coaches being on the hot seat? Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
That should tell you the state, not just where the state of the Dolphins are at, but and I had I made a video about that of his job in future. I had people say, it's funny. I had people comment on that and say, that dude's not going to say so. Well, boy, I know that video that I did. That is when his job wasn't his job security wasn't calling into question. Boy, ain't that going to not age like sour milk.
Yeah.
But no.
But yeah, that's our coaching list.
Yeah, like I said, because my honorable mentions I had Matt LaFleur, Shane Steichen, because I just, for whatever reason, the Colts' ineptitude is going to, for whatever reason, is going to get Shane Steichen fired.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. But why Matt LaFleur?
I don't know. For whatever reason, it's like I've seen some Packers fans call for this man's head, which is
I don't see it.
I don't see it. It's like
I really don't see that. Like
it's
Matt
like
LaFleur,
he's done some success. Like, why the fuck are you calling for this man's head?
He's also helped with Jordan Love's development after a pretty rocky rookie year, but which is expected for a rookie, but he's developed. So he's great at developing a quarterback. Clearly, the damn front office cares because he traded for Micah Parsons. Like, come on! Like does he have a great playoff track record? No, not necessarily, but he doesn't deserve to get fired.
But I think we gotta go back into the recaps a little bit. Because like I said, it's gonna be a really there's the NFL tab. Like, obviously with the because right now, because when you look at the other recaps that we have so far, like I said, we're probably gonna go do like in bullet point order. We got the Chiefs and the Chargers. That was at the Brazil game. And the funny thing is, too, Chargers win that one beat the Chiefs for the first time in since 2021. I was like, God damn, man. I should tell you where and Herbert looked like I said, I can buy it all in the Herbert hype in the regular season. But can I trust him in the playoffs? Absolutely the fuck not. And that's not no disrespect to Herbert. It's just like it's like oh God, Tyler, which quarterback did you brought somebody? It's okay. It's like Josh, like you said, it's like Allen. When the lights get the brightest, somehow cracky under the pressure.
Yep.
But they won that by 6. And immediately look at how the Chiefs play. I mean, you had Xavier Worthy had a dislocated shoulder. Their defense didn't look that great. It's boy.
You also had receivers dropping passes at times, and
that's still like a common theme on the last couple of seasons with KC. And knowing that you're not going to have receivers for 16.
But last year it was just luck. They were really getting lucky last year, and then the cracks showed when they played against us in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I mean let's bear with
we put the BTA on them. You had fucking Gardner Johnson take off his belt in the parade and just like whip it, like we whooped your ass. Which that was funny.
Sometimes I wonder things. I think we didn't stream that because we'd have been mercy rule. We would have mercy rule that stream by the end of
dude. By the third quarter, I'm sitting there downstairs because I was watching it. I have a projector downstairs. We have like a media room type of thing set up going on downstairs, which is really fucking cool. I love it. We usually watch movies down there, but I was watching it on the projector, the big screen. And by the third quarter, I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, that's over. It was by the third quarter, it was like it was over. So it was like,
damn.
So yeah, if we streamed it, it would have been immersive.
It would have been. Then you also got the Cardinals beating the Saints 20-13. Let's be real, that game kind of sucked because you got two teams that had nothing to play. It's like
toilet bowl.
Toilet bowl. No, I thought this game, the Raiders and Patriots. I thought that went back and forth. It's like, oh boy, this could go either fucking way.
Yeah.
It's like seeing Gino. I mean, let's be honest. The fact that Gino now got his old coach back in Vegas, and I think now they have like some sort of a stable quarterback for the Raiders, because let's be real, they haven't really done shit. It sucks to say because I mean
after Carr they could not figure that out. They could not figure it out for a while. But
and after that, you have the Steelers barely escaping the Jets. And I will say the Jets so far in week 1 didn't look that bad. And that's crazy enough to say for a team that has not made the postseason over a decade. But unfortunately, they lost 34-32 to the Steelers. not really much to say there. I mean, just I would say that loss is on Justin Fields. He had, I kid you not, this dude had like free real estate to get in the field goal range to put it to have that to be put away, and it's like, damn. Another game another game that was you could belong in the toilet bowl conversation. Giants and Commanders. That was a 21-6 victory for the Commanders.
I wouldn't say it's a toilet bowl game because the Commanders are actually a good team.
True.
A toilet bowl candidate is two bad teams. That's what a toilet bowl is. But I feel like that was just a bad game, and that just shows like how bad the Giants are.
And especially that it doesn't help the fact too that they have not scored prior to I think 2021 or 2022 or 23. They have not scored a week 1 opening touchdown.
I think if my memory serves me correct, it was that one winning season in 22 was the last time they did that.
Yeah, and ever since then, nothing.
It's just like, and that just shows you why Dable is not a good coach, in my opinion.
And I think that it's probably going to get this season. Probably going to be his last.
Yep.
But moving on, we got the Panthers and the Jaguars. Jesus Christ. Yeah. The Panthers, what the fuck just happened?
I think the final few games of last season was just false hope.
It did look like it was false hope.
And also too, I feel like he should be my honorable mentions.
Dave Canales.
And that's Canales. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I have no words for this game. I really don't.
Oh, you thought you're going to have no words for this? We have the Bengals barely escaping the Cleveland Browns. Bro, what the fuck, dude? MVP candidate put it up that crappy numbers. Also, Jamar Chase, screw you because you screwed me in fantasy, you dumb fucky. Oh my god,
you're always getting screwed by him in fantasy. But the thing is, again, here we are again with the bad play to start off the season for the Bengals because each of their last few seasons under Zach Taylor, which I think he should be kind of warming up in the hot seat.
And funny enough, I actually had Zach Taylor in my honorable mentions because he was just very
for me, he's warming up. But the thing is, like, there's a reason why each and every season you've always started 0-2 in each of your last few seasons. It's like, dude,
like
you can't. You now you're barely escaping the Browns of all teams,
and the Browns are fucking assy.
Like, oh my god!
And the fact that your O line still, where the fuck is going? What's going on with your O line in Cincinnati? Like, and the fact you're still getting Burrow killed back there. I don't think year 5 now of Burrow?
It's year 5 of Burrow because he got drafted 2020.
And yet you still have not done nothing to still address the offensive line. What the fuck, Cincinnati?
Yeah, but the thing is though, the offensive line was good from 21 to 24. They were good. The problem is 25, they took a step back in the offensive line, but they did not address it, which is an issue. But you're acting like the offensive line has been bad since 2020. The offensive line was decent from 21 to 24, if you remember. But the thing is, it's like now it's like a rehash of 2020. You're getting the man killed.
No, I will say the biggest improvement that I did see in that game, their defense finally fucking showed up to play.
Yeah, their defense actually showed up to play, only giving up like 20 points in the game, and
overall
it was a really good game. Really good game for them. But the offense, I don't know what the
fuck happened.
What the hell went on with y'all, and I know it's week 1, you got week 1 jitters and week 1, You're trying to get back into the shape of things, but y'all really need to get back in the shape of things because
Think of the suit.
holy shit.
Well, it's hard.
Even though we played sloppy, our offensive line at least blocked.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Burrow went 14 for 23 for 113 yards in the touchdown and got sacked 3 times.
Yeah.
And
You're getting your quarterback sacked 3 separate times in this game. Like,
and then T.
what are
Higgins,
you doing?
not to mention it's already, and it's bad enough that your T. Higgins, who's your wide receiver 2, was your leading receiver with 3 catches for 33 yards on 4 targets. Noah Fant, 4 catches for 26 yards on 5 targets. Jamar Chase, 5 targets for 2 catches, 26 yards.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you fucking kidding me?
It's borderline. To me, those numbers are borderline anemic. Like, how can you be that poor on offense?
This is the Browns we're talking about here.
Y'all should be carving them up. And I know their defense is like they've always been pretty good since Baker's been there. Since before Baker left, which again, mistake. But the thing is, like, you should still be winning those games. It's the Browns. Their quarterback situation sucks. Their offense is but I mean, how the hell do you play that poorly? Like, I don't understand it. Anyway.
Moving on, we're moving to the NFC South. Let's be one of the crappiest divisions in football. You had the Bucks and the Falcons going at it, which Baker Mayfield looked iffy. Went 17 for 32, 167 yards, with 3 TDs, which is nice. But he got sacked once compared to Michael Penix Jr., who I gotta say, yeah, you guys, I think Falcons got themselves a franchise quarterback in Penix. I mean, consider the fact the media freaking misspelled his goddamn name, which is freaking hilarious. But but Michael Penix Jr. went 27 for 42, 298 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, like Michael Penix Jr., aka media. It's not Michael Penis, but it's just he's a good quarterback for him. Baker Mayfield, I think he'll iron out. Week 2, week 3, he'll iron out. He's not as bad as you think.
I didn't say he was bad. He looked iffy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like he's not bad. He'll just needs a little bit of ironing out because it's week 1. People are just trying to get back in the swing of things. You know how these damn teams operate. They don't want to play the starters in preseason, which I think is a mistake, personally. But the thing, it's like you're trying to get back in the swing of things. You're just starting out. I understand why he had an iffy performance, but Michael Penix Jr. I almost called him Michael Penis, motherfucker.
I mean, I can.
No, but Michael Penix just looked awesome in this game. He looked really good.
I mean, consider the fact their kicker sucks.
Yeah, Young Wei Koo, what the hell you doing?
Wasn't 25 yards
out? Right.
What, from a 27 yards outside? I'm thinking to myself, like, no, it's like, and I saw this, Atlanta. Now these know how me and Tyra feel, especially when, now, yeah, granted, it's like compared the pros to the college, but you guys got to take it from me. Take it from me, the entire at the college level. Our kicker couldn't do shit from 25 yards out.
No, what pissed me off, it wasn't 25 yards out. At the time, it was 10 yards out in the red zone, and he couldn't hit a fucking field goal. I'm like,
how do you miss from?
But again, that's comparing apples to oranges, fucking college and pros. Like, I understand it.
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is like, Young Wei Koo, you're a professional. You should be able to make those kicks.
And speaking of kickers getting released, Jake, Niners fans finally get the wish and get Jake Moody got his ass cut. I was like, I'm thinking to myself, man, about time because man, the dude couldn't do shit.
He couldn't do any. He couldn't do fuck all, dude. He couldn't do fuck all.
I was
But
like,
yeah,
But moving on, we had the Niners and the Seahawks, which kind of expected of how that game was going to go. But you know how division games go. Niners
yeah.
come out 70-13. However, now you got whack and cheese now starting for you this week,
Not whack and cheese.
aka Mac Jones, because now
Whack and cheese.
Purdy's got a turf toe and a shoulder injury that could sideline him between 2 to 5 weeks. Kittle's got placed on the IR, so he's going to miss 4 games because of a hamstring injury. Who knows what Christian McCaffrey with the damn calf crap? And it's like, Jesus Christ, can this team ever catch a break?
I don't understand it,
geez.
man. I really don't. I really don't understand it. Like you're sitting here. Now you gotta play Mac fucking Jones, whack and cheese. It's like, come on, bro. Like now you're in trouble. Now you're in trouble. 2 to 5 weeks. 2 to 5 weeks of losses. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah. We're moving on. Now we got the Titans and the Broncos. Bro, that game was fucking garbage if you're a Titans fan. To the Broncos, defense looked as always good as advertised. I mean, shit. There's nothing really much to complain about there. I will say Bo Nix in this one got to be a little bit smarter with the football.
Yeah.
Because
his game was not great Sunday. It just wasn't great. He was making poor decisions with the football. Luckily, they won the game, but you got Bo. You got to make, like my buddy just said, you got to make better decisions with the football. You can't be throwing,
he's got
bad balls and getting picked.
But
anyway,
got a couple more games. This one I thought it was actually not that bad. Texas and Rams that had pretty much defensive for most of it. Rams coming out 19-4. Stafford, I love you, man. Enough of these hospital balls because you're going to get your receivers fucking killed. What the fuck?
The thing is, though, if you're open, you throw the ball. The problem is you can't really judge where they're going to run or if the defender's going to be there. So you can throw the hospital balls. I don't care. But the thing is like, and it was also, you misspoke. It was 19-3, not 19-4. I don't know where you got 4 from.
It
was 19-3.
14-9 is basically what it.
Wait, what?
The final score is 14-9.
Sorry, it was 14-9. You said 19-4.
I'm sorry. I had to fucking dyslexic moment. Jesus Christ.
No, but yeah, it was 14-9. Yeah, 14-9. So again, it was a great defensive battle, but yeah, you got to shore up where you got to shore up, Houston. You really do, but
I mean, yeah. And congrats to Stafford. Now he becomes the 10th quarterback to reach over 60,000 passing yards at the same time.
Congratulations to Stafford. Yeah, but
couple more games. We got a couple more primetime games. Which the game we just talked about, Bills somehow coming back.
Oh my God! I'm gonna say this right the fuck now. Game of the damn week, possibly game of the year already. If no other games is that riveting. But there was one point, we were streaming this shit. Me, you, Cooley, we were streaming it, and there was like one point where it was like, if they scored again, we're gonna have to mercy roll it. And it was 40-25. Oh my God! Did the floodgates open and the Bills start roaring back?
That's like, oh boy!
It was like 40-31. It was 40-38, and then it was just like, oh my God, they're in field goal range. And then they kick the field goal. They win 41-40.
That's like typical Ravens.
And we were like, what did we just see? Because we didn't expect them to come back at all.
Think about it too. Allen finished that game with 33 for 46, 394 passing yards with 2 touchdowns.
And also too, the tide changed once Derrick Henry fumbled the football.
Oh yeah, that fumble was a momentum killer.
that was where the momentum completely flipped, like that. Like the momentum, really flipped once he fumbled it. Once the defender punched that ball out from Derrick Henry's grasp.
I said, "Well, that's pretty." I said, I said, here we go. Here
It
comes
was
Baltimore.
it was like, here comes the bullshit, and we all were thinking that too. Like, here comes the bullshit, and they scored, they came back. It was 40-38. They kicked the field goal. They win the game. And we were all like, holy shit.
Shit. We just saw the Ravens shit the bed.
And me, you, and Gooley looked at each other on stream and we were like, that might be game of the week. And then Gooley went, no, that might be.
About it.
And then, no, hold on. And we were all like, that might be game of the week. And Gooley looked at us and went, no, that might be game of the year.
I mean, he's not wrong. I mean.
And I'm like, you're probably fucking right. Because I don't think there'll be another game where that happens. Like, holy shit.
And that goes back to what we're saying about the Harbaugh at this point. What's enough?
Harbaugh's in trouble. I'm gonna say this right now. He's in trouble.
Because it's like this is like what 4 or 5 years in a row you have a talented offense and still your second half adjustments, it kills you.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, what made me crack up about it is that they had a 40-25 lead. You didn't need to make adjustments. You had a damn lead. You didn't need to make any goddamn adjustments to your game. But the problem is you made reverse adjustments to where in the first half you played fucking phenomenal. Second half you reverse it and you play fucking poor.
And then you got one of your best running backs fumble the football, and pretty much sealed your fate right there.
Yeah.
But the last game in terms of the primetime slot was the Bears and Vikings. Chicago. We need to have a conversation.
What the fuck? And also too, you're lucky. I don't think Gooley accepted our offer to join the stream. Because if he was on stream right now, there'd be a generational crash out. At this point, because he knows his team better than we do. Because he watches every game.
And not to too, even some of the games I've seen, like there is some fucking problems. Like it starts with the secondary for one.
For me, the secondary wasn't really that much of an issue. I feel like the issue is coaching. Why the fuck do you start Tyreek Stevenson in that second half?
And knowing the dude is fucking buns in the secondary.
He's buns. And you started him in the second half. Why the fuck do you put him out there? And also, too, the offensive line. What the fuck are you doing in that second half?
Because I originally thought, they revamped their O-line. God forbid. Good boy, did I look like a fucking fool from saying that to you?
Well, dude, I literally said in the chat, and you're going to chat, you guys who are in the chat right now, or possibly, and whoever sees this and writes things in the comments, you are going to call me the biggest fucking idiot. And I said this in the chat. I said, knock on wood, if this continues the way they're playing in the first half, they might win the Super Bowl this year. I look like the completest fucking idiot after that second half. The completest fucking idiot.
Another person we can blame, Caleb Williams. You had some easy fucking throws.
Caleb, you're airmailing easy passes, and then there's one pass where I was like, you shouldn't have thrown that ball. He threw it into triple coverage.
Or the fact he completely missed a wide open DJ Moore and threw a fucking... Dude, there's no reason for a goddamn bullet pass.
He airmailed it. And the thing is, though, I understand it was there was one pass, it was like an end zone, like going on the field, and the guy had him beat. I think it was DJ Moore. I don't know if it was DJ Moore or somebody else.
It was DJ Moore.
He literally won his one-on-one. He
Dude,
literally won his one-on-one. He's down the field, and you fucking
and you
airmail it.
still miss them.
You airmail it past them.
And this is I've been hearing a lot from amongst Bears fans. Even Gould himself, it's like they're even questioning if Caleb is even worth that number 1 pick.
Second year, and you're making the same mistakes as your first year. That's not developing.
No. It's like as the saying goes, you're supposed to take 1 step forward, but you're taking 2 major steps backwards.
The fact,
not to mention the fact.
That was the play. That was the exact play where I'm like, yup, Caleb Williams is not the guy. Is when DJ Moore won his one-on-one matchup.
That was an easy 6 right there in his breadbasket, and yet
easy fucking 6. All you had to do was touch pass it to him. No, yeah, exactly. You fucking airmail it down the damn field, overthrows, and goes way past fucking DJ Moore. I'm like, what on earth are you fucking doing, Caleb? Like, just touch pass it. Little touch goes a long way with that.
Exactly. And the fact that, and also this is going to be on Caleb too. You're throwing up hospital balls because, you almost had a couple of your receivers fucking killed in that game as well.
Again, hospital balls happen, so that's not his fault.
It's good Lord.
The thing is, like, the real big issue I have with Caleb Williams is his overthrows and him throwing in the coverage.
Because we know you have a strong arm. Like, Jesus Christ, tone it down a bit.
Like I feel like Caleb Williams does not know his own strength. I'm convinced.
I'm gonna say this on record too. Just watch Caleb Williams somehow make us look like fucking stupid idiots next week. But then again, they got the Lions. Wait, hang on, I'll take that.
They got the Lions.
I retract my statement. I retract that statement.
Yeah, they're going to struggle. They're really going to struggle next week.
Boy.
And that's the bad part. I'm like, and this is what I told the chat, our group chat. I was like, yeah, they lost this game, and they should have won this game because they're going to have a tough time week 2 against the Lions. They're going to have a tough time, and the thing is too, if you would have won the game against the Vikings on Monday night,
like you would have this loss.
They're a divisional opponent. You would have had a leg up going into Detroit.
That is true,
and it would have hurt you less to lose to Detroit after you won against the Vikings.
And now, and like Tyler said, since you completely choked in the game against the Minnesota Vikings, now you're put yourself in a hole that, well, let's be real. I mean, granted, yes, it is early. We're going into week 2, but if you continue to do this against your division opponents, oh yeah, you are screwed.
If you go 0-2 against 2 divisional opponents to start the season,
oh my God,
you're going to have a tough time.
I will not hear from the end of from Bears fans. I will not hear the end of it.
And the thing is, though, they deserve to rant. They deserve to rant. They deserve to rave. They deserve to be pissed off about this team.
It's like this is going on for far too damn long, and nothing has changed.
It's going on for so long, Even like I know they had that anomaly year in 2018, but even before that, they were going through this shit. Like, with this quarterback thing, the Jay Cutler thing wasn't so hot, and then the Trubisky thing wasn't, great after that one season, and then you get the Justin Fields thing. You ran him out of town for no goddamn reason. You didn't help him out, and now you're going with Caleb Williams, who is a considerably worse quarterback, who makes bad decisions, who airmails passes that should be easy balls to get touchdowns with. Like, yeah, and I understand the offensive line is an issue, and I understand you have other issues like, defense, starting having Tyreek Stevenson out there for some fucking reason that second half, which he gets burnt all the fucking time. you have a plethora of issues, but Caleb, you got to be a better quarterback, bro, because that game, that second half, was inexcusable. The first half, you were pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, you were
Yeah,
good
you
in the first
actually were
half.
smart with the football.
You were actually smart with the football. You were making good throws. Second half, I don't know what happened. But the thing is, though, and before you say, but it was the offensive line,
There's
there
a
was
lot
a
of
few times.
factors.
There was a few times. There was a few times where he had a clean pocket and still made a bad throw.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, like he has to make his throws, whether it's under pressure or whether if he has a clean pocket, he's got to make his throws.
You ain't wrong on that. But moving on to a little bit, Cubs fans, I know it definitely does make you happy too. Anthony Rizzo, after 14 MLB seasons, decided to hang up the spikes, but he's doing it as a Chicago Cub, which I kind of figured that was going to happen because, I mean, he's spent a lot of his time there because, I mean, the dude saw, multiple 100 lost seasons? Good grief.
Yeah, he had multiple 100-loss seasons, but then, the 2016 season, he really was a crucial part of that World
Even though
Series.
I will say, and true at the same time too, but his integral, factor into the postseason run wasn't that great because I've seen this dude go on cold stretches in that entire 2016 postseason because I rewatched each series.
But the thing is though, you like to go, if you're not good in the postseason, it doesn't matter. Like, dude, no, quit it, bro. Like, he was still a crucial part of that World Series.
I'm not hard. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that he's.
Yeah, he went on a cold stretch a few times. So what? He was still a crucial part.
I mean, I will say,
you can't discredit him for it. You can't discredit him for it. Like,
true.
That's so enough with the cold stretch talk. That's the thing.
I mean, he was also part of the crucial part of Cleveland choking away the 3-1 lead.
Which honestly was funny as hell because
I was like, damn, like you do that on the
same
night.
The thing is though, it's like earlier that year, that June, Cleveland won because ironically enough, the Golden State Warriors blew a 3-1 lead, and then on fucking ring night, you blew a 3-1 lead against the Cubs.
And now the fact you're still stuck there without a damn ring for almost 80 years at this point. I was like, oh my God.
Like, it was funny. It was funny to me. I'm like, yo, you can't write this any worse?
No, because you had the World Series wrapped up, and here come the Cubs, who they showed the resilience and 1-7.
Yeah, and the ironic part about it, and this is what made me crack up, is the fact that the same night y'all blew the World Series, the Cleveland Cavaliers had a game, and they were going through ring night because they ironically beat the fucking Golden State Warriors, who blew a 3-1 lead. That's the funniest part.
You're not wrong. But at the same time, too, like I couldn't be even more happier for the Cubs at that point in time because I can't even really imagine for a franchise to have not won a World Series in over 100 years, and they finally it took them, and so a lot of mediocrity.
And the thing is too, in my 20-something years of watching sports, Rob, since I was a kid, I've never seen all of America band together to root for the Cubs or any sports team in a championship.
Because they were called the lovable losers for a good portion of the time.
Like all of America, even me, I was like, I acted when they got that final out, I acted like my team won the fucking World Series.
And let's be real, our team was fucking ass in 2016.
Our team that year was ass. We missed the playoffs, but I feel like, but the thing is though, I think both my teams, the Red Sox and the Phillies, were shit that year. But if my memory serves me correctly, but I was
also missed the playoffs in 2016.
Yeah, I think they missed. But the thing is though, it's like for that entire playoff run, I shit you not, I was rooting for the Cubs. I'm like, they got that team. They got a loaded team. They got a good offense. Their pitching staff is really good. I think they can do it. And then they ended up doing it. I acted like my team won the fucking shit.
Yeah, and it's like, the fact that now we can just point and laugh at Cleveland because y'all have one job and you couldn't get that right.
No.
And it's the funny thing is too. Speaking of the Guardians, or at the time of the Indians, when they even had, or with the Cubs, and it's funny. Madden, I know Chapman did talk about he got overused, but for whatever reason, ever since he got to Boston, boy, that dude got. Damn.
I don't dude, now it's like, damn, he turned the fucking corner. Like, he turned back to young guy.
Well, and there's the thing too. Another thing too, a lot of people forget about that Chapman never had. He never had precision.
No.
Especially at 30, now at 37, having precision at 101 to 102. I was like, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, we're in
he turned back the clock. I'm telling you right now, he turned back the clock.
But yeah, I mean, Anthony Rizzo. Hey, look, I wish nothing but the best in what you do in your retirement.
Now the question begs the question: do you think the man is a Hall of Famer?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say I don't think he's a first ballot, but for some reason he's definitely going to get in at some point. Because I mean, he has finished with over 300 career home runs. He's got a World Series ring, 3-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger. So I mean, I've seen some crazy shit happen, but I do think if there is a legitimate argument, I mean, the awards and the accolades and the stats kind of. Now, I will say, it is an interesting conversation to be had. Actually, let me see something really quick. Just maybe. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. So, with Anthony Rizzo finishing up his 14-year career in the big leagues, he's accredited to over 40.4 WAR, over 1,600 hits, 303 career home runs. However, I think what's good hold him back a little bit from making the Hall of Fame is his batting average at 261. And I think it's just the hits. That's when I think it's the batting average and the hits. I think definitely what could hold him back. But like I said, any crazy stuff can happen. Like I said, we'll wait and see how that goes. But moving on.
But before we move on, I was just thinking of something, and it's completely comical.
Shoot.
The fact that the Padres gave up on the guy so fast.
Oh yeah, I forgot. A lot of people tend to forget that.
Hold on. Let me finish. The fact that the Padres gave up on him so fast that Anthony Rizzo decided to not retire as a member of the team that drafted him is hilarious to me.
True, but at the same time too, like he spent a good majority of his career with the Cubs, so I mean it makes a lot of sense.
That's the funny part because the Padres gave up on him so fast, so he basically was a lifelong Cub.
I mean, yeah, part of those lovable loser teams, like in the mid 2010s. Oh boy. I mean, at the same time too. I mean, if you look at how the Cubs prior to win the World Series in 2016, I mean, they could have had an opportunity in 03, and we all know how that turned out. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, congrats to Anthony Rizzo for a good career. Now the Hall of Fame conversation, I'm not sure. Like I'm not entirely too sure if he's going to make the Hall of Fame or not. That makes me I'm not sure. But last thing we're going to go over is some stuff in the NBA. Case in point. Now going first things first. Let's get this out of the way. Josh Giddey got himself a bag, 4-year, $100 million. Because from my understanding, and from what also we're talking about the group chat, especially along with Gouldy, because the original thing was that Giddey wanted to have at least 10 mil a year. Let's take a 3-year 30. Okay, it's okay, and then he had some time. The Bulls gave him, I think, I think it was like 7-year for 5 for 90, and then they kind of settled for between four for 100. So I was like, hey, look, get your bag when you can. But at the same time, but not at the same time.
Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it.
Because I mean, shit, he kind of helps that young Bulls team. And the funny thing is too is like, I guess we could say Billy Donovan. Damn.
Are you losing your thought?
Sorry, I'm just also watching the Phillies game too. But I was going to say, because I still remember too, Bulls fans say, "Oh, Billy Donovan's a and to be honest, the last couple of years, I don't think he really is. I guess that fucking front office, as Goalie puts it, with arthritis.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's what holding this team back, holding that franchise back. Because let's be real, that franchise has historic. What's the word I'm looking for here? I mean, considering the fact this guy one of the greatest players of all time, and Michael Jordan, and put up a run to one of the best dynasties that this team has ever seen. Anyways, move away from the Bulls, but last and final thought, we're going to talk about the Clippers because they are in some fucking hot water. Case in point, the fact that the come to find out, with all how the Clippers got Kawhi, they did it they tried to cheat around the salary cap in a sense, and for whatever reason, and now the NBA is getting on their ass about it, obviously their owner Steve Ballmer is denying that. Then we come to find out that they're investigating the scandal, and that the NBA is hiring the same law firm that, if anybody doesn't remember, the same law firm that investigated the Donald Sterling incident. So, and at the same time with the Robert Sarver incident for Phoenix, and which allowed the Phoenix Suns to get a new owner, which at the same time now their owner is getting fucking investigated for crappy, some shady shit. It's like, god damn. But like I said, the Clippers, and I've always said this too, it's like I know a lot of cities can't have 2 teams, but because my original thought was like, just had they not built the Intuit Dome, I would have had to see this team move to fucking goddamn Seattle, bring back the Supersonics. But ever since they built that damn stadium, that Intuit Dome, that's pretty much out of the damn question. But also not at the same time too, Dennis Wong, the partner of the Clippers, the vice president, come to find out he's also under investigation because of his $2 million investment to Aspiration, which anybody for those who've been living under a rock, I'll give you like a quick summary of it. It's basically a fake. It's a shell company for money laundering. Basically, that's basically what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
there's gonna be some fucking arrest handed out for them. Holy shit!
That definitely severe punishments for the Clippers because right now shit's gonna go down. Like I said, right now that's all I got. I would definitely say, definitely look at Paul Torrey because he did to be honest, I think he did a really good job investigating this crappy.
Like that's the only information that we have, and that's the only information that was currently presented by like these TV networks like ESPN and stuff like that, like about the issue with the Clippers. And it's the only information that we have is like there was like 25 million they took from some company or whatever the hell it was, and
it was like 28
just to pay Kawhi a new contract or some shit.
Yeah, and not to mention too, Sorry, and here's the fucked up thing too with the Clippers. Too. They don't own their own draft picks till 2030.
You know.
So anyway,
They don't.
They're screwed until then. It's like, I say, boy, yeah. Like I said, LA, I see is more as it's more Lake Town than anything else. That's how I look at it from the basketball side of things.
But they're a joke. They're a joke. The Lakers have become a joke. The Clippers have become a joke. Which honestly they've been a joke for a little while, ever since the whole Donald Sterling shit came out. When he was a racist.
Yeah. Woo, boy, that was
So now it's like for the Clippers it's become controversy after controversy after controversy. And it's just like
they can't it's like they're always a fun way to get in the news one way or the other, and it's not usually good news. And
yeah, it's usually not good news at all. It's like the Donald Sterling situation from like 2014, 2015, and then
oh god, that was ugly.
Yeah, that was completely ugly. And then you had the whole goddamn money laundering thing from this year for the Kawhi shit. It's like, can y'all do anything legal? Damn.
I don't know, bro. But that being said, like I said, that's all we're going to have for you today for the All-Star Sports Show, episode number 26. I appreciate it. Anybody's going to see the replay. If you got any questions or topics, hit me or Tyler on social media, or put them in the comments down below.
And also as well, if you guys would like to collab, whether it's for sports, whether it's for wrestling, whether it's for anything, hit us up. Don't be afraid.
Absolutely.
We usually answer you guys. We've had somebody who now we look at as a friend do that before, and we said yeah. So 9 times out of 10 we'll say yeah, unless we're busy with something, or we're not streaming that day. But please ask if you wanna collab.
100%.
We'll definitely consider collabing with you guys. Because we love helping other creators, and you guys helping us. So
absolutely. So that being said, if you guys want to make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure to ring that notification bell for all post notifications, and we'll see you guys. What's tomorrow? Friday? Shit.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Brock's gonna be on fucking SmackDown tomorrow. Fuck. I'm skipping from SmackDown.
You sure about that? Because I don't. We promised stream.
Oh, that is true. Well, I guess we're gonna have to push through it.
Well, let's just push through it.
All right. That being said, we'll see you guys on for Friday Night SmackDown.
Peace.